So once I've finally gotten out of bed, which believe me, is very difficult, it's on to my morning skincare routine. God, I sound like such an influencer, except that this video wasn't sponsored by Curology. At 8:30, I usually have my weekly Korean language lesson, which I am taking because it is my dream to work in the K-pop music industry, and so, I mean, you gotta know the language. 친구들이 만나서 쇼핑하면서 걸어 다니기 좋아해요. But wait, just a minute. What the flip even is a music publicist? Music publicists are essentially the people who take care of the artist's image to the rest of the world. They're the ones that write press releases to journalists, and they're the ones that clean up all the messes when a celebrity says something extremely vile and racist, and then the publicist has to put out a statement on behalf of the artist explaining why that artist is sorry about said racist statement. So I just finished writing up a press release for my friend, which essentially has her new music, what her aesthetic is and what she stands for, and a little bit about her bio. Now my job for today is to compile a list of journalists and their contact info from various magazines that we think might accept her as someone to interview. Okay, so I'm about to meet my friend Khadija for lunch at this new bagel place that she found that's actually kosher, but I'm like freaking out because I'm like so late and the Uber's outside, but like I haven't done like half the things that I need to do, and like, oh my god, okay, I really should just get off this camera. Okay, bye. Hello! Hello, how are you? No hugs. No hugs. So I ran here so fast, Khadija, that I left my coat, my scarf, and my hat. Does that make any sense to you?
Pronounce couple. I used to say coupelle. Honestly, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
So it's now 1:30 and I've come to a cafe to work on more PR stuff. I'm currently looking through magazines like Paper and Nylon for names of music journalists that I can track down and pitch my artist to. A good hack to find emails is Rocket Reach, which publicists use to find info for people that are harder to get to. I'm the shy type, so calm down. You know I can stand it. Screaming, I don't get it. Always so damn angry, you're the shy type. So today was actually a pretty successful day. I hunted down like all the contact info for a bunch of journalists for like a really big magazine. So I'm gonna pitch the press release for my artist friend to them later. I also sent my press release over to a music journalist friend of mine so he could look it over and critique it for me. I'm just so grateful that I have friends in the industry who can help me like this, because I haven't written press releases or interviewed people in a while, and so I'm like a little bit rusty, because if you don't have connections in this industry, you're really not gonna go anywhere. Like, you need those people to help you, you know? Also, I was so scared to take off my mask in the middle of Cafe New York because there was so many people, so I'm literally just like trying my coffee now. Ugh. No, I paid $4 for that. So it's about 8 o'clock, as you can see, and I am doing influencer wannabe cynical Duchess YouTuber stuff. I am currently editing an Instagram post on Lightroom. So how did I get this job? Essentially, I have been doing music journalism on my own since I was around 20. I started this blog called Cynical Duchess. It was like a website, it was written. I've always super been into music, and so I would always blog about music. And one time I had this article about soft female vocalists. This was in 2017, and miraculously I checked my blog email one day and I see that one of the artists that I had written about had actually emailed me and said that she saw my post and she loved it so much, and why don't we meet up in New York and I can actually interview her. So we did that and I interviewed her, and that turned out to be Jasmine Soko, who is now an international star. She's been featured on Billboard, she's won an MTV Music Award, so very proud of her. So, and then as I continue writing my blog, I actually got music publicists reaching out to me, asking me to interview their artists. And these were not all like famous artists, like a lot of these were like super independent, but I did it because I loved it. It was fun for me. So when I was 22, I actually took this job at a music publicity house where they taught me how to write press releases. So I spent my summer being a publicist, so I kind of gained a little bit of knowledge from that. That being said, I want to be a music journalist, so I need to get onto that track. At this point, I've actually worked with a couple of artists, some of whom have charted on Billboard. To be honest, a lot of this freelance work is literally just putting yourself out there and offering yourself to people. I love to network and I love to meet new people, and because I love music, I just naturally gravitate to people who love music as well. And a lot of the times, the people that I'm friends with, they grow alongside me and they get bigger as I grow as well. So a lot of these people that I started off helping or interviewing or writing press releases for, they weren't big at the time, but then they started getting bigger. So don't ever brush off someone who doesn't seem successful. Like, you don't know where they're gonna be in the future, you know? You have to recognize the potential and the talent in them, you know what I mean? I always feel weird like explaining everything that I'm about to do. Like, it's nighttime now. I'm about to go to bed. Yay. But if you got this far, God bless you. Anyway, see you next week.